So after everything we've already talked about that Donald Trump has tried to do to suppress the Epstein files, suddenly last night, he puts out a Truth Social post saying, release the files.
Truth Central.
Now, I'm not falling for it. I'm going to explain in a moment what I mean. Let's look at what Donald Trump wrote. Quote, as I said on Friday night aboard Air Force One to the fake news media, House Republicans should vote to release the Epstein files because we have nothing to hide. And it's time to move on from this Democrat hoax perpetrated by radical left lunatics in order to deflect from the great success of the Republican Party, including our recent victory on the Democrat shutdown. The Department of Justice has already turned over tens of thousands of pages to the public on Epstein, are looking at various Democrat operatives, Bill Clinton, Reid Hoffman, Larry Summers, and their relationship to Epstein and the House Oversight Committee can have whatever they are legally entitled to. I don't care. All I do care about is that Republicans get back on point, which is the economy, affordability, where we are winning big, our victory on reducing inflation from the highest level in history to practically nothing, bringing down prices for the American people, delivering historic tax cuts, gaining trillions of dollars of investment into America, a record, the rebuilding of our military. These are all lies, by the way. Securing our border, deporting criminal illegal aliens, ending men and women's sports, stopping transgender for everyone, and so much more. Nobody cared about Jeffrey Epstein when he was alive. And if the Democrats had anything, they would have released it before our landslide election victory. Some members of the Republican Party are being used, and we can't let that happen. Let's start talking about the Republican Party's record-setting achievements and not fall into the Epstein trap, which is actually a curse on the Democrats, not us. Make America great again. So listen, I am not falling for this. I am not falling for this. I'm going to explain what I mean. Now, I should mention, interspersed with this call for the files to be released, I'm scrolling Trump's Truth Social right now. Trump was up all night posting. The content doesn't even matter. Posting. This is from 1 a.m. This is from 12:30. Just up all night posting endlessly. So it was he had a wild one. Now, let me explain what I mean by I'm not falling for it. I don't mean that I'm alleging a grand conspiracy to doctor the files so that Trump knows, hey, if they release the files, we've already gotten to them. It's going to be a limited version. It's not going to implicate me. That's possible, by the way, but I am not going to that because I don't have evidence of that. However, I believe Trump has talked to his inner circle and they've realized you can't keep opposing the release. It's not tenable from a PR perspective. In other words, this has gotten so bad for Trump that he has to at least appear to want transparency. Now, you might say, wait a second, David. If he favors the release of the files and they implicate him, he's screwing himself, right? Let's think that through. First of all, he has lost control of this. The files are coming out. What I mean is we've already gotten hundreds, if not thousands of them over the last week. There might be no stopping the momentum. But consider that what was released just last week already implicates Donald Trump. And so what? Some of his followers are mad, but some of them are saying it's fake. Others are saying, what, you're going to believe the claims of Jeffrey Epstein, the convicted predator? We can't trust anything Epstein said. So there's already a bunch of these MAGAs who are like, whatever, we can't believe anything that's in the files. So a bunch of his followers are writing them off. His hardcore haters are already convinced he's guilty. So they're not going to change their view one way or another. So the calculation Trump may have made here is, I probably can't stop the release. Whatever comes out, I'm going to deny. I'm going to say it's fake. I'm going to say it's doctored. His playbook is the same at this point, no matter whether he says, I want the files out or I don't. So why not at least appear to be on the side of transparency? Now, there is another scenario. Trump might have already met with whoever, Pam Bondi, the Attorney General, Kash Patel, the director of the FBI, and Trump might already know what's going to be released isn't going to implicate you beyond a doubt. Like, yes, Epstein will say XYZ. But an email came out last week where Epstein said Trump spent hours with a victim at my house. And a whole bunch of MAGA is like, we don't believe it. We just don't believe it. Now, there is another scenario, which is Trump may already have spoken to Pam Bondi and Kash Patel. And there may already be an agreement that after Trump goes release the files, and maybe even Republicans vote, Pam Bondi and Kash Patel will say, We have ongoing investigations right now. We're investigating Larry Summers and Reid Hoffman and Bill Clinton, whatever. We can't release the files. Sure, the president has demanded transparency. And as soon as the investigation is over, we will release it. And the investigation will go through the end of Donald Trump's term. Trump may already have knowledge that that's what's going to happen. So the point is, this is a PR stunt. Trump's actual view on the Epstein files is what it has been for a long time. He doesn't want them out. But he can no longer say that because the PR pressure has become too great. And I don't think, quite frankly, that Trump is wrong about his expectation that a lot of his followers are going to go, we don't believe what Epstein said. We don't care what's in the files. Trump's innocent. And that is the calculation that he is making. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you aren't yet subscribed. And we'll be back with much more right after this. I've been using my Ridge wallet for years, long before they became a sponsor. It is still one of my favorite everyday items. It's slim. It fits in my front pocket. It'll hold 12 cards plus cash without a bulky mess or leather that wears down. And the Ridge 2.0 is even better, lighter, more modular. The new design feels premium. The straps and clips are upgraded, and there's optional AirTag attachments if you want them. And the Built for Life warranty that comes with every wallet has you covered if it's ever damaged, lost, or stolen. Ridge goes way beyond wallets. They have power banks that are small and charge everything, your phone, laptop, earbuds, everything all at once. And Ridge luggage is durable, weatherproof, and built for real travel, not just for show. Right now, it's their biggest sale of the year, the perfect time to get something for yourself or as a holiday gift for somebody else. And you will get up to 47% off when you go to ridge.com/Pakman. The link is in the description.